Future News, brothers and sisters. Future News, Suleiman Rahim here. Messenger of Covenant, breaker of seven seals. Like I've been saying, brothers and sisters, about 30 years actually, I knew Farrakhan. I was with the messenger from 70 to 75. He departed. I was in my 20s at the time. And I was still with Farrakhan, denounced the messenger, robbed the nation of all the money they him get their hands on. Badmouthed the messenger, badmouthed Master Prophet Muhammad, denounced him, left the believers with nothing. They stole all the believers' money. That money and resources and assets all belonged to the believers. That's where Elijah Muhammad left it. He left it like that. And whilst he was officially banned, think about it, he was officially banned from the Nation of Islam by the messenger. So how did he get in charge? How did he get his hands on the money? The money didn't belong to them. They said the messengers had money in the Nation of Islam's name. So they ran off the money and left the believers with nothing. People went back to prison. People lost their jobs. People died. People went homeless. This is what who Farrakhan really is. And there's much more to it than that. But he did abandon the sheep. He left them. He was gone. Where was he at? He wasn't here in Chicago fighting for was he fighting for the believers? Was he here fighting for the believers when Wallace was tearing? No, he was with Wallace's side. He took all he can get and he left. Let the believers stranded. And they started some new organization called Balalians. He didn't fight for them. He didn't stand for them. He's not standing for you now. He never will. He didn't fight for the Nation of Islam. He didn't fight for you. In fact, he was fighting against you. Because he's a creep. He's no good son of a devil. A dog. And there's no scripture that will fortify Farrakhan as being loyal follower of Elijah Muhammad. That you can't find scripture. If you find, come and show it and collect your $5,000. There's no scripture that support him being the Christ, the leader of the Nation of Islam. Oh yeah, that scripture says leader. He'd been leader for 40 years after Elijah departed, and he would corrupt them. He would make them a livestock for their enemies. This is what he would do. Exactly what he said he would do. Have him worship the golden calf. He had him turn away from, okay, you don't know what the golden calf is? Okay, well, that's all right. Because look at what Exodus says. If he says he would have them turn away from their God, it's just recently Master Prophet Muhammad. Years, the originator. And we got Farrakhan eyes on him. You can't worship Master Prophet Muhammad because he's made of flesh. Well, if that's not against what Elijah Muhammad taught, what is? I'm going to say God's a man, man's flesh. But Farrakhan said, you can't worship Master Prophet Muhammad. We got the tape saying it. A video, so you know it's him. You understand? So what's the change now? And then he says he going and God turned against him because he turned away from the God. And plus, Elijah turned away from him because he said he banned his teachers. So he threw the tablets down on him. And he's not teaching Elijah Muhammad's teachers. Tell me he's teaching what's in the supreme wisdom. That the devils are devils. And they can't be redeemed. He's a demon. He's no good goddamn demon. And he's going to meet his fate in a minute. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I want to talk about this timeline. 1948 to 2024. 76.6 years. And then the sanctuary be cleansed. They're the filth in the sanctuary. They're disease in the sanctuary. The sanctuary is Jerusalem. So somehow Jerusalem was plagued was contaminated for 76 years. And now it's 76 years now from 1948. And that will be cleansed. Okay? And that's what's in process happening right now. You know, even the devil can see it. You know, our people can't see it because they're blind to it. And they make sure they stay blind to it. Because, Farrakhan's, it says, those who sit in darkness see the great light. In other words, in the total darkness, those sit in darkness will see great light. So that can't be Farrakhan, because Farrakhan said God told him to shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. So, because he says the moon refused to give his light. Well, wait a minute. If that's true, the moon refused to give his light, then, well, he's not refusing. If he says God told him to do it, God refusing to allow him to give his light. So this is all messed up. It doesn't mean that at all. Time of his darkness, they've been paying that rotten ass devil 40-some years, made him rich to guide him home, and then when time comes to guide him home, I'll say, well, God told me not to build a boat. God told me not to say anything, be quiet. See, God told me, don't tell y'all how to get home. See, intense darkness. But yes, but he put a watchman. And what good's a blind watchman or a silent watchman? See, this is that's why the judgment is going to be so it's going to be so critical. Oh, it's going to be terrible. This judgment is going to be terrible. It's going to be crushing. Because you don't have to give an answer to why you was dealing with that. Why you fell for that. Because all those people around him, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you can check it out. Martin Luther King, he was doing that stuff, and it found out when he gets brains blown out, all the people around him, they was agents. Work for the government. See, they had it all around to keep him quiet. And the point is, they didn't want to talk to go out on the balcony that day. He was security minded. He didn't do that stuff like that. Oh man, come on the balcony, man, come on out there. And then he got his head blown off. And all the people around him, they was agents, because he spoke he spoke to Elijah Muhammad a day or so before. Some say it's a day before. I don't know exactly what day it was, but the day it was very recent. And Elijah Muhammad pulled his coat and said, "Hey, man, now I think Martin Luther King was a demon, but they didn't talk about demons back then." And Elijah Muhammad was to talk to demons, was supposed to separate them out. So he talked to everybody like they was brother. And so he told them about the promised land, because they don't teach that in their theology schools. See? And so he told them no. And that refers to us. And they told him not to get no promised land speeches. See? Because that was going against the grain. That's why he said false Jerusalem up. Right? So the promised land would mean that refers to us. And that you did not hear from anybody, no preacher, anyone other than Elijah Muhammad, because that did not apply to us. They made sure no preacher anything. If a preacher did, he wouldn't be around long. That did not apply to us. See, falsers over there. See, it's them. See, they went home. It's like God said. They went home. See, they going home like God said. He bring them back together. Forget about the fact they go home in peace, and they'll be in a land without walls. They got walls all around them, and plus they haven't had one day of peace since they've been there. See? Oh, see that there? And you're not going to investigate and check. Right? See? And because they don't want you to understand who you are. See? And Farrakhan's, that's his job. Make sure that never happens. But Elijah Muhammad told, and he gave a promised land speech, would mean that, hey, because that's true, what he's saying, this was false. So reality crumbles. And that's why it blew his brains out the next day. They're trying to come to me, but come on. I tell you, come on. Bring it on. We'll see if Master Muhammad stands by his statement that Joshua will be protected. No one will be able to stand against him. So far, no one has. But 1948 to 20, that's 76 years, brothers and sisters. And now, and everybody's saying, right, that this is for the, this is it. So this everything is all in now. Because they say, false Israel, Iran's getting it, going to get into it. And they wait for false Israel to make this move. It's for all the money now. It's never been like this before. So, depending on the outcome of this This war, everything's going to change depending on the outcome of this war. And I'm telling you, what false Israel is going to lose this war, but depending on the outcome of this war. And so this prophecy is based on that. So that means false Israel is over. See? I'm bringing all the pieces of the puzzle together, brothers and sisters. These are things you should see within the next 60 days. 75 days the most. Take it to 21st of December. Next 60 to 75 days, that's what you should be seeing, brothers and sisters. You should be seeing. All this plus. I was planning on doing more detail in each one, but I don't know. I'm not sure I was going to get to this part. So we talk about this. Economic collapse, right? National security threat. You had to flee. Race war in America between the Native Africans that here Levites that are here on visa, whatever, and Haitians, and between them and us and America and him, right? Cannibalism, economic collapse with their cannibalism. These people cannot go a day without eating. They begin eating themselves, as the Bible tells you, because it'll be total economic collapse. The plagues, that's the 9 plagues. You already got a taste of one, COVID, and that backfired on you. Plague of flies is going on right now because flies represents false Israel. It's a so-called anti-Semitism is on the rise like you've never seen before. I told you that's what would happen. I said they're the flies. Annoying. Extreme weather. Oh, watch the weather. Farrakhan. Yeah, I don't worry about the weather. Right? Watch the weather. Okay, watch it. What supposed to do about it? You shouldn't watch the tornado, watching here, and they're coming to blow your ass away. See, that's stupid. Watch the weather. Okay, just like to tell Noah, say, hey, man, watch for the flood. Yeah, but what you gonna do about it? No, just watch for it. What we gonna do about it, Farrakhan? Watch the weather. What we gonna do about it? Just watch it. It's pathetic, boss. He's pathetic. You're gonna see something major in a minute. Okay, what's going on here now? Okay, got a problem again. Okay. All these things, tribulation, judgment, locust war. All these things, brothers and sisters, you're going to see. Armageddon, destruction of false Israel, resurrection, abomination, desolation going on right now. All these things, brothers and sisters. Next 60, 75 days. Let's look at this. In 1948 to 2024, the sanctuary calculated right 2,300 days, I think it was. Right by 300, you get 7.6. We know, this is 6.6 we know about angel. That represents years. And that puts you this year. This year. Right? So they have a 76-year run, probably 7.5-year run, and then they'll be wiped out. Because they're vermin. Roaches, insects. That's why I said sanctuary will be cleansed. It'll be 76 years of being infected. People who are in a place they should not be. Abomination, desolation. It's so easy to understand this, brothers. Who's in a place shouldn't be? You got these so-called fake Jews in the land of the Arabs, land of Islam. They shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. See? In a place they should not be. And it caused havoc ever since it's been there. And they would have the people that live there, they'd be stepping them underfoot. And that's exactly what's happening. Exactly what's happening. So scriptures around on time, brothers and sisters. Because nobody saw us coming but myself They did. They didn't mention it. The abomination of desolation. Oh, what's going on here? Abomination of desolation. And now we're here. I've been talking about. I got presentations I've been talking about for years, and now we're here. And so the next thing right now, right, is this war's already broke out. But when Iran makes this move, which will be very soon, okay, abomination of desolation happening right now. Yet no one's talking about it. It's so clear. It's abomination. It's causing desolation. So who's the abomination? Oh, sister over there. At least there's abomination. They're not Zeus Abraham. They said it. They told Jesus they wasn't. They said, we've never been in prison by anybody. And that was 2,000 years ago. And this supposedly took place 4,000 years ago, according to them. So they said, we've never been in servitude and bondage to anybody. So right there, Jesus said, no, your father's a devil. He's a murdering liar from the beginning. So he speaks the lies of his own nature. See, none of you are good, no, not one. All this stuff's very simple, brothers and sisters. All they do is lie. Oh, man. Oh, man, my folks lied to me. It's like saying, I saw a bird flying. Really? Ain't that what birds do? Isn't that what birds do? I saw a fish swimming. And you amazed? And when devils lie, you amazed? Because you're a fool. Or you're a demon, and that means you're a liar too. Demons are liars too. They got the nature of daddies. That Farrakhan's a liar. He's not a good one, but he's a liar. I mean, he's not a good one because all you gotta do is squint your eye and you see through him. You don't have to open your eyes for just squint it. Little couple of light beams come in, you can see he's foul and filthy and sick. Right? A pile of shit. Pissing in the back. Oh, well, God protects him. Is that kind of protection that God afforded you? Getting your ass blown up? Is that the kind of protection that God gave you? God protecting you? You say nothing happens without God's will. So in other words, your ass got blown. That was God's will. God wanted your ass blown up. So why would he want your ass blown up, Farrakhan? Just I'm lying. You said nothing happened without God's will. That means God wanted your ass to be blown up. Or it wouldn't have been blown up. So why did God kick you in the ass like that? Why did he kick you in the ass like that, Farrakhan? And then you're going to be fleeing. Mostly because you didn't take heed this message in time. You'll be fleeing under duress and panic. We don't want you fleeing like that, brothers and sisters, but that's where you'll be doing it. You know who's going to take the blame for that? 9% of blame. Some of it could be your blame because, you heard some of this and you chose out of fear or whatever, respond to it. So that part's on you, but 90% of it is on these people that's blocking it. Like Ben X and Ishmael and Daniel. Oh, they're going to suffer a terrible because all the blood's lost will be on their hands. And you don't want to shed the blood of people right now. During the Holocaust, you can get away with it. You can't do it now. But that would cost you about 900 years of bad luck. Extreme bad luck. You understand, brothers and sisters? They're messing up you right now. But, they're doing it. Because what's happening now, false Israel, what I'm talking about right now, you expect to happen the next 60 days from now. From the beginning of October 2024. That's what I'm calling it, brothers and sisters. My study, as Muhammad has final say on it. Right? I'm saying the next 60 days before the beginning of winter. See these days I'm telling you about right now. Okay. He's fleeing, and this little right there, because that law enforcement agent, he should be fleeing too. Maybe he's still deceived. Or maybe he didn't get the memo. Or maybe he's trying to tell the brother, can I get with you? But you're going to be fleeing. Because it tells you you're going to be fleeing. It tells you what to do. I mean, if you wasn't be fleeing, it wouldn't. If it was just an analogy, it would tell you what you should be doing while you're fleeing. Don't go back in the house. If you got a baby in the house, and you see this, and you tell you don't go back and get that baby, just think about that one. That means you're going to be in sheer panic because you're going to be fleeing and you know your baby's going to be eaten. If you go back, both of you going to be eaten. Can you understand what, and especially I would do to a sister? I mean, it would drive me insane. But think what do a sister, she just gave birth to this baby and she know, if she got to get it, but you don't skip, both of you going to be eaten. And they're going to let you watch you, or her watch her, or eating them, and they'll eat you. Or if you leave, the baby's going to be eaten. That's the kind of panic you're going to be. You can't think with panic worse than that. You can't think with panic worse than that. See? And you may be fleeing as a result of getting that national security alert. Because it's going to be on all phones and stuff, so right? They're going to fix it on black folks' phone, but you know, that backfired on COVID. So, let me get the hell out of here. They send a message to kill all black people. That means your next door neighbor, your upstairs, downstairs neighbor, got the same message. That's why you know you got to flee. Because if it was to the army or the law enforcement, you'd have time. You have no time because these people right next to you. Some of you they're gonna be laying in bed with you. You're gonna be laying in bed with one of those devils, and they'll get it. That's it's gonna be panic. I don't want that to happen to you, but that's what happen. That's why a lot of you gonna be lost. Because if you feel like that, that means some of you ain't gonna make it out in time. Some of you gonna go back and get that baby. Maybe your cell phone's off. Maybe you're running your mouth on it about the NFL. Or whatever. You're in the bathroom. And you come out, all of a sudden neighbors knocking your door down with a knife and a fork in their hand. It's going to be terrible, brothers and sisters. See? So that's on those people that are blocking it, but it's on you too if you heard and you just paid and ignored it. Because the people that's paying attention to this, they know, right? When this war breaks out, when it actually hit full throttle with Iran and falls Israel, when you know it's actually going, they're going to be moving in. Because they know what the end game going to be. Now, I don't know how long that war's going to last. As soon as it lasts, that's going to be your ass. Excuse the pun, or the rhyme, but as soon as it lasts, it's going to be your ass. But that's how I say backwards. When it ends, I think I said that backwards. When it ends, that's going to be it, brothers and sisters. See? Because you're going to have a brief pause, but it might not be long enough. A brief pause, we're going to sit back and say, what's going to happen for Israel? What's going to happen? Everybody's watching. Everybody holding their breath. For us to be able to stand, they'll be able to stand after the first American Britain is no longer there to support them. And now they're an attack from every quarter. Okay? And Britain and America just got kicked out. They can't support them anymore. And so now they're naked. Right there. And 100 lions got surrounded, hungry lions. Can they say, can they withstand it? Our nations be surprised. We have enemies all over the place. That's an interest in false Israel being false. Truth of Abraham being the real deal. It's that brief pause that you got. See how long that pause lasts. How long that pause lasts before after America's Britain kicked down, the false Israel was taken down and laid under siege and destroyed slowly. Oh, once they take down, they do slowly. Because they've been 76 years of cruelty and pain and suffering, killing people's children and everything else. 76 years, and those Arabs over there, man, they have a long memory like elephants. They don't believe in that forgiveness shit. They don't believe in all that. See, just love your enemies. They don't believe in all that stuff. The Quran tell them retaliation is good for you. Old men understanding. Or they're going to retaliate. Big time. It says, false Israel said the father eating their son, their son eating their fathers. Netanyahu, I think you're going to be a tasty dish. They're going to serve your ass cold. You talk about that big talk now? Ooh. You know something? If you ain't brains, you getting hell out of there. Because this could happen any time. Because not only they won't get you, but your own people won't get your ass. So you talk that big talk now, boy, but you're going to be on somebody's menu. You're going to be devil shit or Arab shit before the end of the year. Oh, yeah. Maybe both. Maybe down on you together. You don't even see what I see. But you're gone, false Israel. You're gone. You will be gone. You will not exist. You will not exist in 2024. In 2025, you will not exist. America will not go past 2025. See, they still got to be invaded and everything else. They might make it to the new year. But they won't make it to the new year in power. They make new year in agony and pain and suffering. They're envied with people in the grave. It's an envy of the dead. They said the destruction is coming upon this country, like the Quran says, I will punish you like I never punished any nation before. That means unprecedented. That's the Quran saying unprecedented. I will punish you like I never punished any nation before. That means it's unprecedented. That's the Quran way of telling you the same thing and tell you the object of that pain. You're the object. Those are following Jesus, right? That's who it is, right? Because they prayed to Jesus, and Jesus asked God, tells him, give us some food. Say, okay, give it to him. But say to my Christians, can you isolate it any more than that? Unprecedented and distract towards the Christian post, people claiming they following Jesus. So I will punish you like I never punished any nation before. Unprecedented. See the Quran. But the point is that there's much information that says none knows, but those primitive religious knowledge. Allah knows primitive religious knowledge. I can bring this stuff out to you, but like I said, it's a book that's outdated. See? Is the truth at that time? There's truths in there, but it's not, right? But the scripture you need right now is the angel. Scripture right now. You're fleeing in panic. Okay. Then the resurrection. The fleeing is your resurrection. Because in your fleeing, you're going to flee in panic. And you're fleeing because you've been attacked by everyone. And that's going to force you to unite. Because you know you can't do it alone. And you go, hey, bro, you've been looking for help, man. Hey, bro. Blacks will come together, man, because they're going to attack by everybody. The foreigners, Satan, false Jews, Arabs, their so-called African brothers, but they're our brothers. You're going to be attacked by everybody. And so you're going to look for a familiar face. And some of you, because you don't know any better, you're going to run to the very people who are going to cut your throat. You're going to run to Obama. You're going to run to the African. Obama's not one of us. He's one of them. He's a Levite. He didn't go through the tribulation or the Holocaust or anything. He's the one that wants your destruction. But it's right in the angel. He wants your destruction. And so, oh man, I'm going to run to Africa. And then that's a lot of you going to be lost because of that. Because the angel tells you exactly what you need to do, but you got your own ideas, so you go with your own ideas. Because there's minds all over the place. And you wouldn't even know about them until I told you. You didn't know who your hidden enemy was. You know who your open enemy was. You know who not your enemy were. You didn't know the sun was your enemy. You didn't know Arabia was your land. You didn't know any of these things. And something you still don't know. You know these things. See? That's what the situation is, brothers and sisters. That's where we are in time. So you're going to be, that's why when you, that's what going to bring, that's what force people to come together. Because the four winds are part of that. Four winds are the Africans attacking you. That's the piece of the four winds. See, if your family may be in disagreement and everything else, but if another family comes against it, they unite because they want to unite against just like the false Israel. They were enemies of each other. The Jews and Christians were enemies of each other for 2,000 years. Enemies, total enemies, until about 9 years ago. And then they said, okay, we was their common enemy. So now they go in together like brothers because we're the common enemy. Once they got rid of us, they go back to fighting each other again. And that's what's going to force you tonight. That pressure of everybody after you go force you because you can't survive by yourself. That's going to force you unite and start trying to achieve. But you can't achieve harsh. You can't achieve harsh that situation because they come to that skin tone. Skin tone mean a goddamn thing to me. Nothing. Oh, there you go again. Yeah. Bye. Right. Better get real, brothers and sisters. Because you say blood behind the water, horse's brow. If you understand what that means, doesn't mean what you think it means, but it's close enough. Okay. They're coming after you, brothers and sisters. Full force. So you didn't know that. You know these things before I told you. In fact, 99% that you know now, if you've been studying angel, you didn't know any of it. In fact, you was totally blind when I met you. Totally blind. You didn't know anything. Understand, brothers and sisters? That's resurrection. But like I said, then you can't achieve Hajj because now you got the demons in there. Got demons in there. They can prevent you achieving Hajj. So now you got to force them out. And there'll be war between you and them. It shows in Exodus, there's a war between you and them. It says you had to kill 3,000 of them. What do you mean they would just stand there that you cut their throat? All that's for the next 60 days, brothers and sisters. 60 to 75 days. Extreme weather. Oh, man. Watch the weather, Farrakhan. Oh, you got me on that one. Watch the weather. Okay, I'm watching the weather, so I'm supposed to do about it, Farrakhan. Watch the weather, supposed to do about it. And like I said, it's like saying, watch the flood. Okay, yeah, okay, watch it. So what's watch going to do? We're going to do something about it? We're going to build an ark or something? Yeah, watch the weather. Yeah, what can you do about it, Farrakhan? So watch the weather. Extreme weather. You saw what's happening now. I told you. Well, they claim, and I'm not going to say they don't. I'm not going to speak to it. I said weather's pressure. It's about pressure, currents, right? And so if they heat the current up enough, they can cause a weather event. A nuclear weapon causes a weather event. A super powerful weapon, pressure weapon, causes a pressure event, causes a weather event. But the weather's tied to our emotions, right? And so part of it is the emotions of the black people waking up. If they wake up, they're going to wake up angry, full of wrath. So that means the weather going to reflect that. See, I'm going to go with that. Now, they can have some influence on the weather, but the weather, I told you, is tied to our emotions. And when we wake up, we're going to tie up as we have our minds back, and it goes like a huge army, strong army. That means military. We're in a fight. Your emotional content will be very very accelerated, right? Because you ready to kick ass. So that would affect the weather, wouldn't it? If it was tied to emotions, it means you're going to have streamy weather. And the weather's going to be what? It's going to be against your enemies. That's something you're going to see through the tribulation, brothers and sisters. You're going to see, well, man, why not? That's going to be one of your weapons. You need you don't need no guns and all. That's one of your weapons. Because now, all of a sudden, you got your mind back. You understand the connection between you and the weather. Because you know that there was a connection between you and the weather before that. Right? Now you know there's a connection between you and the weather. You got your mind back. Right? You got power now because you're using discipline. Muhammad said that. He said that our sisters control the weather. He didn't say all of it. He just said nothing. He didn't say that we couldn't. He just said he was talking serious about our sister. Right? I forget the exact quote, but that's he was connected their sister to the weather and how they control the weather. Because you control the weather. You're controlling it right now if you don't know it. Because the weather's good. Because right now, this is a sign that you're starting to wake up a little bit. You're starting to get aggravated. That's not, in fact, they're controls. That's what it means. But it's you against them. So whether if it's expressing your attitude, right? Unless you got a negative mind, and negative mind is against yourself, then you turn the weather against you. But that could be a primary weapon. That's how you're going to know your gods. That's going to be one of your weapons against them. You're working as a nation now. Working as one body. Everybody has the same idea. Same, you have different perspective, but same basic. Everybody's going to agree that 5 + 3 is 8. Some may say it's 2 + 6. Some may say 1, but still it's 8. And the point is now, right? So you're going to create tornadoes and things like that. That's what you're going to be doing. See? You don't understand it, but you will understand it. That's why we're trying to get your power. But you need the angel so you know how to direct it. Because if we get your power back, but you still got then you still got a sealed Bible mind, then you're going to destroy yourself. I mean, if you really thought you was evil and wicked and you hell-bound, you might go out and commit suicide. And black folks don't normally commit suicide, but lately have been quite bad at doing it. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? You control the weather. See? And you're going to find out. You have conscious control of it in a minute. Because it's pressure. And your emotions connect to it. And when the universe totally contracted, right, it was us and the weather. Because the weather's the atmosphere. Let me move on, brothers and sisters. Move on. And God can make God defeated. They're not in the Middle East. See? Not totally defeated yet. They defeated in the war in heaven. Right? But they still got some more wars to go. They got the war with the goat. Right? But their power is broken in the Middle East. So this was going, that's why I put it there. See? Because their power is broken there. And it's about to be broken in Armageddon too. Armageddon is right behind this. See? So I should say, God, my gods, in defeat. Because you're not totally defeated yet. So, but in the Middle East they are. Economic collapse. The war destroyed the Middle East. He said, war broke out in heaven. Why would that? If that was heaven, was someplace beyond sun, moon, and stars, well, how would you know? See, that's what all this Christianity is all bullshit. Because I had to ask a couple of questions. That's what you told me in Sunday school when I was a child, because I asked questions. They don't want you to ask questions. Because you ask questions, some stuff is falling apart. How would men know that there's a war in heaven and the way beyond sun, moon, and stars? Because heaven is not beyond sun, moon, and stars. Heaven's right there in the Middle East. Heaven is. Men's heart filled with fear, those things come upon the earth. Because the powers of heaven have been shaken. Ooh. This is the powers of heaven been shaken? These are the powers of heaven been shaken? Let me say it again. They say the powers of heaven been shaken. So men's hearts filled with fear, those things come upon the earth, because the powers of heaven's been shaken. So how in the hell they know the powers of heaven been shaken? How would you know if you're a man, you're here on earth? How would you know that? If it's way beyond the sun, moon, and stars? How would you do that? Answer that, Mr. Christian. Explain it to me. Oh, so God revealed to you there was war up here? Anyway, if there's a war in heaven and God's the one that just waved his hand and created the universe, who the hell gonna make war with him? Who could get in heaven and make war with him? And he created everything that's up there. Just snatch their breath away from him. How in the hell can anybody make war with God in heaven? If he's in heaven, it means he's in power. He's controlling it. And you say he can just make the universe snap its finger in 6 days. But yes, still, so who in the hell can go to war with him? It's so much bullshit. Yes, it's all the crumbles. If you ask, that means that's how dead your brain is. Because you got a sealed Bible. That's how effective it is. Sealed Bible. Because any of these questions destroys all of that. But see, fear is one of the primary things they got installed. That fear. So fear blinds you. Fear make you accept things that ain't true out of fear. Oh man, I ain't gonna believe that man, not because it ain't right, because man, he'll cut my tongue out. He'll beat me. He'll impale me. So I don't care what he says, man. I'm going along because it's pain. And that's a powerful thing. I mean, if I was on the street pain like that, I don't know what I would say or do. I ain't gonna tell a lie. You'd be lying if you said different. If you're in extreme pain, they doing extreme pain to you, and the human body can experience a lot of damn pain. I tell you that. I experienced some pain in my life. I know, and that was just my stuff and stuff they can do to you. You think you're gonna say I ain't gonna talk or whatever? That's bullshit. You know, I think in the U.S. Army they tell people you're going to talk because you're going to talk anyway. Save yourself out of pain. Because there's nobody on this planet that they can torture and that person refuses to talk. It's not going to happen. If they're all in on the torture, they're going to have limits. America couldn't have limits. They had no limits. That was out in the Gitmo, pulling everything that you would think of. You understand? So I ain't gonna tell you. I'm not gonna. First, when I put myself in that position, this whole thing, I'm not gonna let myself get in that position. Judgment. Represent judgment. All these things, next 6 days, you want to see what I'm saying now. They haven't judged already, but you're gonna see these things in HD. Next 60 days. Because you're going to see things happen. Gotta be judging these people. Because like GPS on the weather, consequence, the way stuff is backfiring on them, every move they make. You know, if you try to apply much of knowledge in the spring, it's going to backfire on your ass. Because it won't work in the spring. It works against you. So everything you do is going to backfire because that's what consequence does. Consequence is a form of, it is backfire. That means you did something and now it hit back at you. The consequence is. So the point is, the dam is broke. They can't hold back in the consequence anymore. So therefore, the consequence has been building up for years. So if they were to hold back 5 years, I mean, you got 500 years of consequence. Hit them in one day. Damn. It's like you're in a fight with a Hulk, right? Hit you. Go 10 rounds, hit you a power punch every round. So then you took 10 pounds, 10 punches, man, wow, from the Hulk. And then he go and hit you, right? 10 times all in one round. Oh, man, damn. How the hell that happen? You know, all the stuff they did to us going to happen to them in double. See, that's... I don't want to go in detail about that, bros, but I try to explain about the fulcrum. And justice, since justice is not eternal. It's not. Just depends on what that fulcrum is. You know, it's just like profit. Based on consequence, nobody should profit anything, should they? If you put a seed in the ground, you get seed back. Right? Think about it. If you got bad luck, put seed in the ground and a bird come eat it. No luck, you put seed in the ground and one seed grow. Good luck, you put one seed in the ground, 10 grow, like Crown says. Because the focus changed, now you have leverage. That's the justice. So if you do something, you get 10 times back. That's what we're going to in the future, brothers and sisters. It's so beautiful when you understand it. See, you never thought like that. You think justice is like, oh, well, if that's the case, think about it. That means you would never profit. Because no matter what you did, you got the same thing back. That's not the way the universe works. That's why the fire angels said, hey, man, they try to stop God from expanding. He couldn't do it. They didn't know any better. Right? Because they knew, hey, right now I put $1 down, I get $1 million back. But you talking about I put $1,000 down, I put $1 down, I get $100,000 back. Hey, man, I don't want that. I want $1 million back like I was getting before. Well, I get 900,000. I want, see? Now I'm gonna get 100 back. You're still getting the profit, just ain't getting as much. Till you get to the point where you get one, put $1 down, and get $1 back. That's called equal just, I guess. And then you get down, you put $1 down, and you get 50 cents back. Uh-oh. You put $1 down, you get a penny back. Oh, energy deprivation. You put $1 down, you get nothing back. Energy deprivation. You understand? And then it starts reversing again. And then you put $1 down. Oh, man, I didn't put $1 back, I got $2 back. You see? You know, I'm nicest woman, man, but you know, she always got a tongue stuck out. She always got a lip stuck out. I'm doing all stuff for her. She never appreciated. That's energy deprivation. Same thing to female, man. I'm nicest man. He don't appreciate it. Energy deprivation. So what happens when you get we get home out of here? That means now we're getting, like Quran says, like 100 to 1 back. We put one, man. So you go out there, right? And your wife, she goes out to go see a friend or mom or whatever. You come back, you fix dinner. And man, wow, what a night you're going to have. Right? But man, now you're getting 10 to 1 back. So yeah, you be fixing dinner all the time. You be doing all kinds of things. Man, hey man, I'm getting back, man. I smiled at her, man. Wow, man. My weekend is a monster. I just smiled. You understand, brothers and sisters? This is what you got coming. You worked 17 trillion years to build a garden. Now the garden's coming back to you. And these devils are trying to stop you from getting it. And Farrakhan them. See, because the demons, they were profiting off of you. Farrakhan profiting off of you. He got to get a little bullshit and then he get hold back because it was a demon surge. See? Because the devil was doing Holocaust, right? They was getting more back than they was putting in. Because it's their time. That's what Adam was told to rule, because they had a leverage. But now the leverage is gone. The leverage is gone. So they put 10 in and only get 9 back. They went to Afghanistan, they put all that stuff money. They got lost. That's why they're losing everywhere. Every time they make an investment, they lose. They lost in Vietnam. And they can have a big loss in the Middle East right now. A big one. Because leverage is against them now. See? You understand consequence. We got to understand what consequence is. I mean, understand. But I said, because it's not. Every action has an opposite equal reaction. Right? That's true. Right now. Right now. For you. Hereafter, every action has opposite, but 10 times equal reaction. Uh-oh. Didn't know that one, did you? Wasn't ready for that one, was you? That's what it means, brothers and sisters. I'll tell you that. You put one seed and you get 10,000 back. You get 10 kernels back, or however they say it. Was that equal? Equal? See, nobody ever taught you this. You never heard this before. I'm trying to make it clear to you. That's the benefit. That's the joy that you're about to have. That you earned it. That's why you went to the Holocaust for that. See? So now you put it a little bit and you get a whole lot more back. And you'll get more and more. So now you're going to put $1 and you'll get $10 back. You're $10,000. You get $1 billion back. That's where you're going, brothers and sisters. That's why it's paradise heaven. See? And everybody's going to want to do good because they get so much more back. The system gonna be treating you so nice because you're gonna have so much energy to give so much back. You gotta have the energy for you can have so much energy. You give them, and you're gonna get so much. The same thing with them. You have to understand how this works, brothers and sisters. Every action has an equal reaction during the time of the resurrection. Right? Because first of all, every action has an opposite but negative reaction. What was in Holocaust? You understand? Well, let me clarify this. Let me clarify. I picked up, I tuned in on something just now, right? That's in the human condition. The universe itself, still that fact works, opposite equal. Every atom has an opposite equal reaction on an atomic level. It's still that universe is never going to change. I'm saying this because of leverage in the human condition that happens. And so God may say, oh man, no. Fundamentally, that's a universal law of the universe. Every act has opposite equal reaction. Fundamentally in physics. You understand? But the point is, as you get more energy, that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about energy levels in the human condition. Then you have that because you get more energy, right? You understand what I'm saying? Let me get that straight. I'm about to get flooded. Change the nature of the universe? No, I'm not changing the nature of the universe. I have to say these things, brothers, because people they don't think these things true. The nature of the universe doesn't change. Every action has opposite and equal reaction, period. On atomic level. That's the nature of the universe. But the point is that we have less energy and more energy. Less energy and more energy. As the universe expands, we have less energy. That means the fulcrum changes. That means whatever we do, we get less energy back. It changes as the universe. And so that's right there. Tell you right there, it's not opposite or equal. Otherwise, it would stay the same all the time. Hope you understand that, brothers and sisters. Whoa. Because I was going to say, this guy don't change the universe. No. You understand that? Because it's adjusting energy. That's why you have different scripture. You have to have different mindset as the energy changes. Okay, let me move on. I didn't mean to get there. Sometimes I'll be saying things I don't even mean to say yet. Okay, Satan destroyed. Satan destroyed. That's false Israel. That's what you're going to see. That's what they're waiting for. Remember, everybody's pausing, that little pause. They see, they're not going to wait to see false Israel destroyed. They can see that there's no way they can survive it. They're under siege, eating their young, and they be eating old or whatever. And then they move. Right? That's where they pause. When you see Jewish surrounding armies that flee because of desolation it's about to happen. It's a foregone conclusion. The egg is dropped. You know it's going to break, hit the ground, but in free I'm destroying Magog right now. That's written. Or they'll be destroyed on the way of when they come here to invade America. They're just going to blow it off the map. It's an island. They're just going to blow it off the map. Right? Plagues. Plague of flies. I told you that's anti-Semitism. I told you that years ago. Right? And now you see it. And demons, Farrakhan, they'll be cast out. Remember I said, or the resurrection, everybody comes together. But then we got to throw the demons out, separate demons out, says, to gather the wheat and the chaff together. And then throw the chaff out. See? And they're going to be thrown out, cast out. That's why you see them running. See? Hey! You're looking behind the man. Because they hound his ass. Because he got a lot to answer for. But we don't want to hear anything. There's one question. Give me one scripture that proves that he's the Christ. Just one. Those attributes you claim to him. Show me one scripture. Because when you can't, you get in trouble. You ever had a popsicle? But that's going to be easy. Because what's coming before the popsicle, ooh, you have no idea what's about to happen here, brothers and sisters. Unprecedented. The suffering will be off the scale. The anger. See? Because the thing is you, now whether you're going to come in that knowledge before you get home or not, you can come back to the knowledge of tuning in. You can come in the knowledge of what you've done in the past. Because I keep telling you, brothers and sisters, those of you here today that seed of Abraham, you were in the Holocaust. Take forth birds, teaching the client to you. You were in the Holocaust. You're an upgrade of what you were then. See? It says, do them as it's done to you. It was done to you personally, and stuff. And whether that come to your mind while you're here in tribulation or when you get home, whatever. Right? And that's why it says the Lamb was so, it says the wrath has come. Because he suffered the worst of it. That's why he said he suffered the sins of the world. He suffered the worst of it. He knows, he's aware of it. Now, whether you may be aware of it at that time, now I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but I know I am. Right? So you think about it. Somebody beating your ass and raping you and killing your mom and your baby and everything else and throwing babies to gators for 400 years, and you're sitting there taking it, and all of a sudden, now you got them in your hands. What you think you're going to do to them? Well, I forgive you. I'm a good Christian. I'm going to forgive you. That's how you're going to roll? That's why they wrath. It would be wrath. Something done to you. So who'll be able to stand? It'd be so powerful with the wrath. Why? Because now the days of vengeance. Let me clear enough. Vengeance means you get retaliate for what was done to you. You. And if you come to that recognition, oh boy, if you come to recognition before you leave here, ooh. Because all these devils you see right now, George Washington, Jefferson, all them, they're here right now. They're alive right here, right now. They just don't know it. They're alive right here, right now. That's why I call it resurrection. They say people come in, you call it resurrection because, we're coming back to life. But also means, because everybody be present. So how could everybody remember, everybody has to be judged for what they did, right? So how can they be judged for what they did in the grave? Do you pay attention to these things, brothers and sisters? They didn't come out of the grave. They came out to the womb. Now they're here. And they're going to pay for every damn thing they did. They're all here. The ones who took us in captivity, they're going to captivity. See? But now the material they made up right now is material that was stolen, so therefore they had no control of themselves at all. Now they're eternal slave. But I'm getting too deep into this, but let's move on. Armageddon. As soon as they get kicked out of the Middle East, right now Armageddon. That's Armageddon East, Armageddon West. Armageddon East is maybe America against Russia and the EU. There's rumors, I've tried to look, but I don't believe it. I don't know if it's true or not. That Turkey just left the EU. NATO. Anyway, NATO is going to turn on America. I'll explain all of that. So America will be destroyed. He said all your neighbor lovers going to leave you. America will be totally abandoned. They're going to be around crying, please help me. Remember, you put saying everybody, nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to help you. See? Oh, please help. We'll do all this for you. If you help us, man, we're going to do all this for you. Nobody's going to pay attention. You like how many spoke to that? America will be on their knees. Oh, Mexico, come and help us. Oh, Brazil, come and help us. Oh, Panama, come and help us. Canada's going to be on the ropes too. Come on, help us. Come on, please. They're going to be begging. Remember, you just put sanctions on everybody? You didn't care about that. You just killed their children and everything else. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to help you. You get no help from anybody. See? And then the hell you got going on here in America? I'm getting West. Full-flown war here. Destruction, economic collapse, cannibalism. Come on, brothers and sisters. Let's move on. Let's finish this up. It won't be a nuclear war, though, but America will be nuked. America's the only country to be nuked because they nuked China, Japan. Japan's going to turn on you. When you think China, and they just come rolling on here, you think Japan's going to say, okay, I'm going to be with America? They know what you did. See, those Orientals, man, whatever you think of them, they got memories that go back forever. They don't forget a goddamn thing. Right? And, yeah, the emperor told you Japanese, because they didn't want to, remember, when they dropped those 2 bombs on them, 2 atomic bombs, never seen before, they still wanted to fight. The army still wanted to fight, so they can't have that. They got to run out of them sooner or later. It was the emperor told them, because they imaged him as a god. He said, no, you got it. He said, if you keep going, it won't be no Japan left. It won't be no Japan left. So he said, you got to endure the unendurable. And a lot of them commit Harry Carey. I don't know if you know Harry Carey is. They commit a ritual suicide. Because they said, man, we can't bear. Because we can't bear to give up. Because, they got that samurai spirit. See? And so they was told, you got to do it. You got to bow down. See, because the emperor told them pretty much what God told the angel. Says, you just got to submit. But now, just submit. It's going on. You got to undo it, unbearable. Because these bombs, we ain't afraid of these bombs, but we don't want the Japanese spirit to be totally wiped out. Totally erased, because that's what they're about to do. That these from Japanese point of view, so the emperor told us, and they begged the emperor, no, emperor, no, son, but you got to do it. You got to do it unbearable. We got to preserve our people. We get them back one day, but right now. And so now the day has come. They're going to turn on you. Elijah Muhammad mentioned that. He says that if you understand the angel key, right, you don't need to understand the angel key, what Elijah Muhammad told, but if you understand the angel key, it backs it up. He says that they built the wheel. Right? Now, some of the technology of the wheel wasn't built by Master Muhammad. The engine of it was hidden. That super technology that was hidden. And the scientists told him where it was. Right? He took that and he built the all this goes with it. But the total engine science behind it, no, that was already built. It was just hidden. Because we already had the technology. We put it together off the coast of Japan, and then he used the Japanese. They're the ones piloting it. It's not no Africans piloting like Farrakhan talking about. A lot of them told him crap that. He says his partners are the Japanese. They're the ones piloting the plane. Right? And they're the ones going to get revenge on America for what America did to the Japanese. See? But remember, they was doing this before the war in Japan happened, so he knew what was going to happen before it happened. Master Muhammad knows the future, right? He don't have to deal with an unsealed Bible or sealed Bible because he got the science that wrote the Bible. His father contacted them, but they told him what's going on. They encoded it so the devil would find out, and so right, and so soon I would break those seals. But they knew, they already knew what's going on. I mean, the Quran tell you what's going on too if you understand it, but it's kind of hard to dig it out of there, right? Anyway, race war. Because all this diversity talking about everybody's throat. Everybody's throat. See? And there'll be no unity among the devils. But foreigners are going to try to establish unity. They're going to get wiped out. Right? We're going to come together. The name is going to come together. The Africans, everybody's going to be against everybody else. There ain't gonna be nobody aligning with anybody else. We're gonna be with the Hispanic brothers and sisters. No, we're not. See, because many of them are demons, and some of them are original, right? And that's another question altogether, right? But the point is, we're not concerned about them. See, they can run back to Puerto Rico, whatever they're going back to, but we worry about our people here. And worry about the Jamaicans, Haitians. It's just a mess of black men in America. Ones went to the Holocaust. Those are the ones. Right? Now, we got brothers, they've seen Abraham, Haitian, Jamaica, everything else. But the cutting that went through those, they went to the Holocaust. You understand? So they come back, they get to the hereafter. But they won't be gods. Still be angels. Tribulation, bro, says tribulation is not a punishment. It's for you, brothers and sisters. They actually talking about tribulation those days because Holocaust was a tribulation in itself. She said after tribulation those days, what tribulation? That was Holocaust were injured in 2020. Right? So tribulation is the same thing. If you covered in shit, somebody take and put hot water on you, clean you up, right? That's not a punishment. That's clean you up. If you put gold and silver in the furnace, that's not a punishment. That's to burn off the impurities. That's what a tribulation is. That's why the purifier says he would purify you with fire. Because you're gold and silver. And so you're going to come out pure gold and pure silver, and all the impurities, they're not going to make the Holocaust. Not going to make the tribulation. Demons and the pretenders, those world life and everything else, they're going to be burned off. When you come out pure gold and pure silver. You understand, brothers and sisters? Go on. That's the demon war. That's a story about Samson. That's the demon war, brothers and sisters. Because demons, once they kicked out, they can't run back to the devils because the devil's attacking them. The devils don't want them. That's their people. Right? But they don't want them. They hate them, but not as much as hate us. But demons love them. Remember, they want integration, all that stuff. They want to be with the devils. Devils, we don't really want you around. Because only good devils is all white devils. See, and you got marked. And so we don't want them. We kicked them out. We got away with war with them. And devils don't want them. And devils eat anything they can get their hands on. And the demons, remember, they got the same vision America got. Because they're not going to hereafter. They want to stay here. That's what Farrakhan's saying. This country belongs to us. That's exactly the demon message. America belongs to us. We work for it. We're going to stay here. We're going to inherit America. They ain't saying that anymore. As they were saying, because that's the demon message. See? Satan wants to preserve this reality. They just want control of it. They want to be accepting it. If master survives, they can accept with the master, fine. If not, they'll take it. But they're fighting for the same thing master's fighting for. Only thing is they fight with master because master don't want them. Master rejects his own children. But they got the same idea. They fight for the same thing. And so now the demons are being attacked. They get angry with devils, their masters, their daddies. And now they fight with their daddies. That's the demon was the last 5 months, so-called locust war. See? They want to stay here. They want to rebuild this dream. They want to recapture the American dream. And they're hoping they can fight and take America, right? And restore it. And they ain't going to be able, but they're going to fight for 5 months and then they're going to lose. And then cannibalism. No food, brothers and sisters. I'm a clappy, no food. Food gonna run out like that. You want to go to McDonald's or you don't want to go to Walmart or any place to get any food anyway. Because once you economic collapse, that's the last place you want to go. Because that place could be surrounded. You have guns and everything else. Being taken, they take stuff, snatch food out your hand. And if you was able to get in there, come out with some food, they'd blow your brains out and take the food away from you. Cannibalism. It says they eat their own children. Their children be gray-headed because they can't trust their parents. They run away. They're out in the streets. They can't trust each other. That's why children be gray-headed. That even happened during the so-called Holocaust. That's how much trouble parents is going to be. The children going to know what to do. They're home, right? Sally and Johnny home. And they're saying, though, Mommy, where's Sally at? Right? Remember this. There's no light, no electricity, anything, right? So they'll cut down some tree and they can cook something in a pot with firewood. Ooh. At some point, they start eating people raw because they don't have any way to cook it. Yeah. Right? But until that time comes, where's Sally at, Mommy? I don't know. I ain't see Sally. I don't know. What happened to her? She ain't around? How come I see Sally's hair in the pot? They're eating Sally. He's next. You see? That's what happens. So to give you a graphic picture of this, It says a woman, a dainty woman, right? She's dainty. She's so dainty, man, She polishes her toenails and everything. She's so dainty, man, she don't even want to go to the bathroom because, that's too much for her, man. She's so dainty and everything, right? It says she's pregnant, that she would hide. But she thought time when the water burst and give birth, and she gave her birth in secret and in silence. Because she don't want her husband to know, children know, that she just gave birth to a baby that she plans to eat as soon as it's born. And she don't want to share with anybody. This is what the Bible says. And it says by false Israel, says the father eating the sons, the sons eating the fathers. Cannibalism is going to reign because there had been all the food. You remember that guy, what's his name? I recorded right. That guy's name, the guy got sued, right? He said, he will eat you. He got millions of followers. He said, I will eat you. Eat his neighbors. Cannibalism. See? You're going to see this in the next 60 days, brothers and sisters. All these things you're going to see. That's a lot, ain't it? Yeah, it's a lot. And I'm saying it. I ain't saying a damn thing, is he? Why not saying that? Because God told him, shut up, huh? He couldn't know a goddamn thing. That's why he's not saying anything. He's a coward and a liar. His end would be devil shit. Oh, yeah, he's going to be eaten. Oh, yeah, he's going to be eaten. Guaranteed, Farrakhan, you will be eaten. Right. You will end up, right? What was that thing that they were saying? That you should be afraid of dying because you end up as fertilizer? Hey, he was prophesizing on Farrakhan because that's how you're going to end up. That's devil shit. Because it says they ran, Legion, right? He says they ran back to the demons and they got off the group together. Yep. You're going to be eating Farrakhan by your masters. Okay. Raw. Eat your ass raw. Yep. Here you go. Bring the whole puzzle together, brothers and sisters. Back up here. Bring the whole puzzle together. Bring the whole puzzle together. All the pieces. That's what you're going to expect to see in the next 6 days. That's a lot in it. Yeah, it is. And I'm saying it. So then you can say, hey, he don't know what he's talking about. Well, you'll know in 6 days, won't you? That don't have 6 days. Like I said, Matt's final makes the final call. And I understand that, but right. But I don't think it includes this. Day and hour. I don't know exactly the time, but I know the season. And that's the season. Right. I don't like the part, but I say pray to you. I let that one go, brothers and sisters. So, here we go, brothers and sisters. Bring the puzzle together. So what I'm doing for you, brothers, is bring the puzzle together. Okay, I'm going to let it go, brothers and sisters. Yep, bon voyage. Nah, no good voyage. You got no good voyage. You're on your way to that was shit, Farrakhan. That's how you end up. Raw. Ishmael may be the appetizer or dessert. Right? He's so ignorant, dumb. He probably be with you to the very end. He gonna save us, man. I gotta hold on to him. I know he looks like we about, yeah, man. I know to get ready to eat him, but I know he's the one. He gonna do something. Right? Even when they eating his ass. Yeah, well, I know you will. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. Message of the Covenant, break us 7 seals, brothers and sisters. Future news, out.